Okay, guys, let's get started. First of all, I just want to say this is not a session on how to mod your characters because I suck at that. I do everything by mass quantities rather than mass qualities. Uh, and this is a pure opinion thing on how I do my mods. There might be better ways, there might be worse ways. Everybody each their own. I'm just showing you what I do. And I'm also going to show you how I do upgrade the mods on hot utils. And again, I'm going to show you my way. There might be better ways, but I'm going to show you my way. All right, first of all, there's many ways to get mods inside the game. The weekly things that you need to look at is going to your shipments and going to your episode store. Some content creators out there think that the episode store, actually they moved these, right? Oh yeah, they moved these. Okay, yeah, they moved these to the mod store now. Okay, well we'll get to the mod store in a second. In fact, let's just go to mod store. Why not? Let's see mods. Okay, so they moved all the episode stuff up here now and made it refreshable. My recommendation when it comes to the episode currency is if you have a surplus or if you're getting the episode pass, go ahead and take advantage of this, but make sure you get your normal stuff in the episode store first. Don't sit there and waste episode currency on when you need your omni still. But you know, there's only a certain amount of omnis that you need per month. So if you're getting your omnis and you got a surplus, by all means, come here and buy your mods. This refreshes every 6 hours. I recommend you coming in here and picking out all the 5-speed mods every 6 hours. But what I do is I don't just pick the 5-speed mods. I pick the 5-speed and the 4-speed mods that are gold. I don't waste my time with blue or green or gray. Well, of course, gray doesn't have any speed. You're just wasting your resources at that point. Stick with the gold, and that way you don't have to farm any of that lower level mod stuff anymore, or the residual mod resources that you get for the low levels can be for the mods that you pick up on your way and not necessarily the mods that you're farming the way I'm about to show you how to farm right now. So what I do when I'm feeling in the mood for modding, and usually it's after a few of the Java smuggler runs that come through, I come in here and I just start picking off all the gold 4-speed and 5-speed mods. Sometimes I go for the 3-speed, but normally it's the 4, and the 5-speed, and I stick to the credits. Do not use your ship currency. The credits are super easy to get now. All right, you spend your fleet currency, and a new fleet comes out, and you're short on fleet currency now. Don't come to me crying. You know, I told you don't do it. Again, I don't get the blue mod, so I'm not going to buy this 5-speed mod. And I'm just going to run through this. This is 15 crystals to refresh. I'm number 1 in fleet shard every single day, like clockwork. So I can do what? Give or take 30 of these before I hit 400 crystals. And this never goes up from 15. So I'm going to do this quite a bunch. All right, hit the refresh. Going to go through, search for my gold. This is gold here, but this is my episode currency. The gold episode currency is 400 per. I would only use this if you got a 5-speed, and again, only if you have a surplus. So that was a dud. So I'm going to refresh again. Let's see here. I got a 4-speed purple. Sometimes I buy the purples. Usually I don't buy the purples unless it's 5-speed. And also I have to check my inventory to see if I have enough materials to upgrade from purple to gold. I have plenty of materials to upgrade from gold to 6-star, but not much to get from the purple to gold. So I'm going to pass on that and wait until I get a 5-star purple. Now I got a 4-speed gold here, but it's ship currency, so I'm going to pass on that. Boy, guys, this is not a streamer of luck here. Not much going on. I did this the other day, and I I get about 30 of these gold 5 speeds. Now, this is an arrow. I'm a big fan of picking up arrows that have speed on them, because if I could turn this speed into a 20 speed, I'm in effect getting 2 big primary arrows. So I do buy that, especially when I have a surplus of my currency. Again, this is using fleet here, and this is fleet here, so I'm going to pass. We got 5 speed with some currency, so yep, let's get that. We're going to do this. Let's get about 20 of these, so we can go to hot utils and show how we'll probably get 2 or 3 20 speed mods out of this pretty easily. And then if we're really lucky, I did this on my alt the other day, and I ended up with 6 20 speed plus, and 3 of them were 25 plus speed mods. And I'll show you those in a second, because I have not put those on my characters yet. See, I get an accuracy here. It's a purple 5 speed. I'm going to go ahead and pick that up. Accuracy doesn't have much use out there, but you know, it's it's still two primaries if I get lucky. I got a 5 speed here, but it's a fleet currency. I don't want to use that. I am low on fleet currency. What Todana is not. He's got like 200 million. But I'm not. Todana still has a few fleets to upgrade. And my cats are now bickering in the background right now, fighting each other for their seat. Let me pause. All right, I just yelled at them, and they both ran down the stairs. Perfect. All right, okay, we got a arrow here. I really don't want many of these arrows. Well, we're gonna just pick some up. You know, quantity still is good. Like Mo said, you know, I'm good at getting the 20 speed mods. I may not necessarily be good at modding, but at least I know how to get the 20 speed mods. Let's see. That's a crit avoidance. Oh man, if that was regular currency, I would pick that up. I do like the crit avoidance arrows. Well, we are not getting much luck though, huh? Usually this is a lot better than what we're seeing right now. And again, I've probably refreshed about 10 times, so I'm still well underneath the 400 daily that I get from my fleet. And again, I only do this about once or twice a month. And usually, again, it's right after a smuggler's run. Okay, we're starting to get some now. This is good. Let's see here. I got plenty of arrows in its fleet. Oh my God, I just did a do I sound like Matt Masters now? That's what he likes to do. That's his stall tactic. For Scribe, he just starts singing. I could sing if y'all want me to also. He's a terrible singer, though. Ugh. He's one of those, he thinks he's a good singer in the shower, and he's not. All right, let's get 5 more of these, and then we'll go to hot utils and play around with hot utils. Now, if y'all do have a lot of upgrade materials, feel free to get the green ones. But again, I feel like it's just a waste. Very rare will you turn a green one into a decent mod. I almost purchased this one, and I saw it was a fleet currency. And I would not get a 3 speed, because if you get a good roll on 3 speed and end up with less than 20, you feel sad, right? I always like to start off with just a nice good speed. I mean, again, I'm only spending 15 crystals for these, so it's not like I'm breaking the bank right now. This isn't a whale thing. I do this on all my free-to-play too, because most of my free-to-play are also first in their arena shards too. So I got plenty of crystals to go around. I want at least 2 more of these, and I haven't had one in quite a while now. Come on, 2 more, guys, 2 more. Let's pick up an episode currency. Why not? All right, one more. Do I want to play around with the 3-speed? Let's see. I got 98 million. Yeah, let's play around with the 3-speed. Right after I just told y'all not to do that, right? Come on, one. Okay, 2 3-speeds. Okay, whatever. Okay, so now I get my good set of mods, our good quantity of mods. Let's go over to hot utils and let's upgrade these. Okay, so last time we streamed, I talked a little bit about hot utils, but it was very generalized. We went through a lot of different subjects, but we're gonna just focus on mods, and it's not picking up. I got to refresh my account real quick, and I should have plenty of resources to upgrade. I think 10 from 5 dot to 6 dot mods. And just refresh this way too. Let's see here. Here's your inventory up here on the top right hand side of your hot utils. I can go from purple to gold 7 times, and I could go from 5-star to 6-star 9 times. These do not share resources, so I know I get 7 hits here and 9 hits here. Then I can upgrade from 6 dot E to D 193 times. This is a very easy upgrade here. If you're going to upgrade to gold mod, I'm sorry, the 6 dot, you should always upgrade to D, because this is very cheap here. Now these tend to share resources, so I'm not going to have 11 attempts to get from E to A. I'll probably have 4 attempts to get from E to A, so I'm only going to pick my very best mods. Okay, things when you're in here, first thing you want to do is you want to go to set your sort by to speed, and you want to turn it on to where you can only see unequipped mods. All right, and then everything below that will be all my unequipped mods. You also want to create a filter for your level 1 mods. That way I have a whole section down here of my level 1 mods. This is mainly all the mods that I just purchased from the store. And you see, I ended up purchasing a lot more gold than I did purple. There are also other mods here. These are mods that I just picked up naturally the past 2 weeks or so. When you're filtering to level 1, just create a new filter. Call it level 1 mods, and then it's got another filter in there. You click add new filter and you select level 1 mods. All right. Now all that's doing, in essence, let me turn it off real quick. All that's doing is, this is all my mods that are not currently equipped right now. When I click that level 1 mods, it's taking it out of that group and putting it into this group right here. So instead of one big old group, I get a smaller group of mods that I want to pay attention to, and then the rest of my mods that are not equipped. Now, if I go back up here and I turn it on to all mods, this section is going to scroll forever because now it's showing all my mods. All right, really, really annoying. So again, first thing, turn speed on as you sort and change it to unequipped mods. All right. Now, I want to play around with these mods. I'm going to select all these mods. These are all my level 1 mods. They're all unequipped. You can tell if they're equipped or not. You see a portrait of the character on the mod if it is equipped. So none of these are equipped. Now I'm going to add this to my workbench. All right. So this is what I'm playing around with. Now again, I'm going to show you what I do. You do you. But I'm going to show you what I do. I do not like to mess around with crap mods at all. So I'm going to sell most of these mods. How I'm going to start off, I'm going to select all, and I'm going to unselect the mods that I want to play around with. And the ones that I choose are going to be anything with speed on it. That's why I got it sorted by speed. And then I'm going to go ahead and take one upgrade on the purples that do not have speed on them. And that are not arrows. So I'm going to take one chance at these purples to see if they pop up the speed. It's very cheap for me to upgrade to level 3. So I find it worth it. And if I get a speed 5, hey, I got another mod to play with now. The rest of these, I'm not going to mess around with green mods. I'm not going to mess around with blue mods. You know, yeah, I can try to upgrade them, but in the long run, I got to pay a lot more materials to get them to a gold mod. Had to yell at my cat again just now, who likes to meow in the background because he hears me talking. He's like, oh, it's playtime. Okay, so I'm going to sell all these crap mods. Remember, every time you hit something in Hot Utils here, it will kick you out of the game, so make sure you're not in the game. Okay, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 26 mods that I'm playing with right now. So I'm going to select them all. And I'm going to see if these mods here, I got 5 mods that do not have speed on them. I'm going to upgrade everything once because I'm going to upgrade everything 4 times anyway. So I'm just going to hit the first one now to see if these pop us with a speed. And if they don't, I'm going to sell them. Yeah, because if it doesn't have speed on it, I have no urgency to play around with it. And yes, there are some tunes out there that you do not want speed on. Play with those separately. When you're doing mass mods like this, just worry about your speed mods. Don't worry about any of the other mods. And you can see that these 2 have speed and these 3 do not. So 2 of my purples did pop up as speed. I don't know which ones because they just kind of plop in here somewhere. And you see one of my gold ones came up with a 2nd speed. So it's a 9 speed. So it's okay. It got a 4 hit and a 5 hit to get to a 9 speed, so that's okay. So I'm going to unselect all now on my workbench, and we're going to sell these 3 mods because they're worthless to me now. Okay, so now I have 23 mods to play with, and we're going to go for all or nothing. We're going to upgrade to 12 now and get 3 more hits and see where we're at. We didn't get too lucky on the first one, but most of my mods are purple, or most of my big 5-speed mods are purple. So now they're going to get their upgrade. So let's see what happens. I would like to see at least 3 14 or 15 speed mods after I do that. And I end up with 2 of them. I got a 17 speed on a 4 hit. That's okay. It's just above 4 speed per. It's not great. This is a 3 hit on a 15 speed. That's pretty good. That's a 5 speed on each hit. And that's actually really good. This one's got 3 hits and 13 speed. That's not nearly as good as this one, right? The other ones, I really got crapped out here. I didn't really get good speed. But I got a couple of purple mods to play with, so we're gonna do a couple. I got 7 of them to play with. I'm not gonna use them all. Let me go ahead. I really don't like this one, but I'm going to go ahead and hit that since it's already at 13. Why not? The 9 speed, that's a 5 and a 4 hit, which is okay. So I'm going to go ahead and hit those 2 up. We got a blue here. Okay, I got 50 cents. Let me hit up that blue first. So I'm gonna. I got to get into level 12 first. So I think I'm going to play with these. And I'm not going to sell the rest yet, but I'm going to play with these for now. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade these to max. If I get really good rolls on these, then I'll just sell the rest. I don't really need them anymore. All right, so let's play with this purple one first. Let's unselect all. Oh, sorry, this blue one first. And we're going to go ahead and slice this one level. You can see I'm going to go from 57 to 56 here, and you see it didn't use any of the purple, so it's not sharing here, which is good. I didn't get an upgrade, but it's got 9 just like these, so let's go ahead and take a chance. I'm going to use 5 of my 7 here, and I really want this one to hit, and I want at least one of these 3 purples to hit. The chances are pretty good that one of these 3 purples hit, and you see one of them hit, and I now have a a 21 speed on that 4, so that 15 went up to 21. And you can see, you know, just by spending just a few crystals, I already have another 20 speed, and we're just starting, guys. It's I still got a bunch of 6-stop mods to play with now. One of my 9s bumped up. It probably bumped up to this 15 here. I think the other one was a 15 that bumped up to the 21. So that's a really good one there too. So we got pretty lucky. Let's see. You know, I got one more. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 9 go ones. Let's see if we get one more lucky. This would be extremely. Oh God, look at that! I got a little. Oh, was it a 3 that? Now it's a 4. Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. Yeah, that was probably bad. This is actually a pretty bad mod. Because that's averaging about 3 per hit. So it actually is really a stinky mod, but screw it. I already did some investment in it, so let me go ahead and play with it. Let's just play with these 5 for now, because getting a 9 speed up into the 20s would take some work. I could probably get one of these up there, but it would require some of these to hit 5 hits pretty early. So I'm just going to focus on these for now. Turn these into gold mods. You see, I'm going to go from my 9 to 4 here, and you see how it took some of my max mods out. So this is sharing with this right here. So you got to bear in mind that I'm probably not going to be able to get much of any maxed out mods. Now the good thing about going to 5 to 6 dot is all my stats go up by 1. So this really good mod right here, this could be a very powerful mod for me. It's got a little offense, you know. It's got a little potency. It's not a great mod, but it does have a shit ton of speed right now. All right, so we're gonna play with these 5. You remember when I said once you hit 6 dot, always go from E to D. There's just no question. That's going to be the material you're going to have the most. And let's see if it shares with anything. It probably does not. And you see, it did not share with anything. And look at that, guys. I got my 25 plus speed mod. Mole is right. I know how to do this shit. And I proved it on stream. Now you remember that shit one that I told you about that was at 13? It just maxed out. I'm sitting there just below 20. That's why I don't typically play around with 3-speed mods, because chances are I'm going to just end up disappointing myself. It's still an okay mod, right? It's still better than 80% of the mods that it has, so I'm not throwing it away. It's just I'm just not in my happy place right now with it, right? But I do have 3 more mods to play with. This 16 one has 2 more hits in it. These 2 can easily get to 20. I got plenty of D to C, so let's go ahead and do that. Chances are I'm not going to get another 25 out of these 3, but in fact I just missed all 3. Let's do it one more time. And I think this is going to share with this. So I think I'm gonna, yeah, it shared a little, didn't share at all. Did I get a hit somewhere? No, this was always 3, 4, and 4. Okay. Let's see, what do I like the most? It's got 1.3 offense, 7.5 health. Let's play with this. I just want one more hit. Okay, and so the reason why I'm playing with this one is because health is maxed out at 5 already. So what does that mean? When I upgraded it to gold, instead of a 1 in 4 chance that it would hit speed, I now had a 1 in 3 chance. And I still like my chances to hit that speed, maybe bump this up to 22. I got 130 calibration tools. Because I have a 1 in 3 chance here, I'm going to go ahead and do this. And the only one I can play with is this, right? If I try to calibrate this, now I have a 1 in 4 chance. I don't want to do that. I want to calibrate this, and I'll have a 1 in 3 chance because it's not going to hit the health. And there we go. I have a 23 speed mod now. And that's how you do the calibration. Play the odds. Like this one, I will never try to calibrate because all my stats are just spread out. The only way I'm going to try to calibrate is if it's sitting at 22 speed and it's a 4 hit, and it's got one more hit that might get it over the top, then I might calibrate it. But the odds are really out of my favor because it's a 1 in 4 chance at that point. Let's see. Do I want to play with this one at all? Let's see. 18 speed. I can max it out at. It could get all the way to 24 speed. It's not good chances. I got 4 hits left. Let me go ahead and just try this one more time. Hey, how about that? So I ended up with a 25, a 23, a 23, a 19, a 16. Those aren't bad. Those aren't bad. Okay. Do I want to play with anything else? I only have 1 more of the B-Day, and I get 2 more of the 5 to 6 dot. I'm not going to play with those. So now we're in cell mode, okay? Anything that didn't get hit at speed is an automatic sell for me. All right? None of these hit for speed. This hit speed twice for 3. That's going to be a sell. Basically, anything under 8 is an auto sell for me. Let's just get rid of those. And then we got to decide, okay, do I want to keep the 9 speed? Do I want to keep, I got 2 9s, 3 9 speeds. Well, let's just go down here and see where my speeds are left over. You see, I could probably sell some of these too. In fact, let me go ahead and get rid of all these 4 speeds. Don't accidentally sell your arrow 4 speeds, by the way. But I could get rid of all these. I don't need any of them. I probably should have sold them before, but I just didn't have time. Okay. Oh, I can't sell them. Let's see, some odds are too good to sell. Who's too good to sell? Who is too good to sell? Oh, well, I'll deal with that on my own time. But if I select all here, I could see where it's at on my unmatched mods. See, I do have a 26 and a 26 in my inventory that I have not allocated to anybody yet. I'm probably getting close to that point where I should, but it takes a lot of currency for me to remod my whole team. But at some point, I'm probably getting real close to do another remod, especially since we have 6 characters coming out soon that will all need their own mods, although they're kind of crappy characters. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep all these since my 9 speed mods are still well above the halfway point of my current unmatched mods right now. And I still got room for 300 mods. Now, let's go to my free-to-play real quick, just to show you that, you can do this on your free-to-plays too. It's not like you need a bunch of currency out there. I think I farmed some of these on this account earlier today. I don't have a lot of mod materials, but this account does have Java. Java is the most important thing when it comes to playing around with your mods, because the Smuggler Run, you can get a ton of mods upgrade in the 6 dot range pretty easily. So this is all my level 1 here. I'm going to go ahead and add this to the workbench so we can play around with it. Okay, over here I got 3 more hits to get from purple to gold. I got 8 more hits to get from gold to 6. And I really don't have a lot of mods here. But I can probably get to C or B on a couple of good mods. I'm probably not going to do any gold mods here. Oh, by the way, don't ever use your calibration tools unless you are at 6 dot gold. That's just a waste. You're not helping your chances at that point. Okay, first thing to do, again, we're going to sell everything that we're not going to work with. See my speed. Where does my speed stop at? It stops right. This is a 3-speed. I'm going to sell that. Okay, and I'm going to sell everything that's that has no speed and is not purple. And that's pretty much everything. Oh, I'm doing this wrong. Oh, you dummy. You're supposed to unselect these. I did that once. I unselected the wrong one and sold all my good mods. Yeah, don't make that mistake. All right, so those are gone. So on this one, I have a lot more gold mods because when I was doing it earlier, my chances end up a lot better every time I was refreshing that 15. Again, it's my free to play, guys. I finish first in fleet every single day, so I can sit there and refresh that 15 and not be hurting on the currency. All right, I do everything has speed already, so I don't have to do the upgrade single tier. So we're gonna go straight to the 12 and see if we get lucky. We should have 2 or 3 that are 15, and this is extremely unlucky. My best is a 13 at a 3, which is just better than 4 speed. So this dispatch is really bad. It's going to take some work to kind of make any decent mods out of this. So I'm probably only going to mess with. I'm okay with messing with this 11 speed 2, because that means I got a 5 and a 6 hit. Those are pretty good hits. I can get one all the way up to gold if I need to. And I would love to get something like this up to gold. These other ones, let's see, 10 speed 2 hit. I wouldn't recommend getting these up to gold. I mean, maybe if you want to play around this purple. Let's play around this. Oh, I gotta. So if I'm going to play, I'm definitely going to mess with these 3. Let's play around this purple. I got to upgrade to max level. And then let's go see if we are going to play around this purple at all. And we're not. So we're just going to mess around with these. Max I could get here, I could get maybe a 24 or 25. This one will be a 23 or 24. This one can still hit 26, 27. So, and that's the one I really want to keep my eye on here. All right. Did I still have this one selected? Oh, I did. Oh, well, that sucks. Oh, well, I guess I'll turn that into some fleet or some ship. Well, what's my role? If you got it to E, you might as well get to D. That's oh, that was a mistake, right? Yeah, sometimes shit's gonna happen, and it didn't hit, so I'm not even gonna mess around with it anymore. All right, none of these hit. Let's go one more time. This was just a bad run here. If I get one of these, I'll bring one up to gold if I get a hit here. And unfortunately, the wrong one hit. Actually, it's the right one, right? Because now I have I got a 3 hit on a 15 speed, so that's a really good one. Let's go ahead and bring that one up. Let's see what happens. I could get one all the way up to gold. You know, I only need one more hit to get into the 20s. So I got a bad hit on that last one to 19. But 19 on a 4 hit is still a pretty good number. So we're gonna go ahead and hit this all the way. We're gonna calibrate if we have to. I got a few calibration tools, and you know, if we end up with 120 out of this, that would be great. All right. So when you're calibrating, remember, if we get one of these to 5, the next one would only be a 1 in 3 chance. So the calibration that I'm going to mess with the offense, and I'm going to hope that it hits either the defense or the speed, and it hit the crit. Now since I'm going to have to calibrate one of these anyway, I think the offense is better than the crit, so I'm going to disregard that, and I'm going to do maybe one more calibration on this. See if we get that speed. Okay, so it took the biggest offense and made it the little one. So we're going to disregard that. And we got 82. One more. I would really love to see a nice little 25 speed mod. You see how you got 2 really big hits and then 2 little hits here? Oh, that really sucks, right? Come on, baby. All right, so my baby count didn't get as good as I hope it would. You see the line for the crit chance is better than the offense, but I rather the offense than the crit chance. So I'm going to go ahead and disregard that. Guys, that's how I mod. Let me go ahead. Let's see. I'm going to select all, and let me make sure I have unequipped on, and I'm going to see where it fares in my inventory. I don't have a lot of inventory in my free-to-play. You see, this is where the arrows stop over here. So I have like a 25 and a 21 in my inventory. So the mods that are coming out of here aren't, it's still a new account. It's 3 years old, but it's still an account that's forming very quickly, and I'm going to need mods with the new updates and all. So anything that had a hit, I'm going to go ahead and bring it up to max level. So let's delete all these that did not get a hit in speed. And an 8 is really not that bad on a free-to-play account. All right, I'm going to select all these. I'm going to bring them up to max level. And now they're ready to be equipped with all my other tunes whenever I finally do a full re-equip of my account. Guys, that's how I mod. It's again, it's the way I do it. It's not a very wary way. It's actually very cheap. The only thing you have to have is you have to have the credits. So you need to be doing the assault battles. You really need the Jabba the Hutt so you can do Smuggler Run. And then you just need to have a good fleet shard to where you're earning currency or crystals so you can do the refreshes. 15 refreshes, not that bad. And then once you're doing it, if you feel like you want to pick up some 3-speed mods, you can. Just remember the gold mods all cost the same, and it will drain your currency pretty quick. You see, this account had about 30 million currency before I was farming that. Each one of those gold ones cost like 2 million currency, so it drains a lot of your currency. That's why I do not pick up the 3-speed, but it's a lot more efficient than sitting there and farming that mod, the mod currency. In fact, I think farming the mod currency is just a waste of time. 60% of the time you're going to get a gray mod. You should never upgrade a gray mod. It's just an utter and complete waste. All right, guys, thank you for coming. I enjoyed it. I hope y'all learned something, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask me anytime.